And so someone was asking me via direct message yesterday how to avoid choppier days like yesterday, right? And what I always defer to, what I always go back to is just focusing on what that near-term structure is showing us, focusing on even just something as simple as prior day levels can be incredibly helpful for trying to avoid those choppier sessions, right? So we come into yesterday, and yesterday's a unique setup because we have Monday, that was an inside day. And so we know Monday was a volatility contraction type of day. And Tuesday, we come in expecting, the potential for that expansion move, potentially up through prior day high, is Tuesday's action, right where my cursor is, to maybe test 5K, like what we saw today. Now, right out of the gate, what does price do? It rejects that prior day high, right? So that's kind of our first clue that we have the potential for a choppier session. Now, the other thing that I lean on pretty heavily, and I haven't mentioned this in a while, but it is something I've talked about before, is how price is trading versus the opening 30-minute bar. This can usually give you a pretty good clue. Now, if we are still trading within the opening 30-minute bar or within the prior 30-minute bar, like we started to see yesterday, like if the 30-minute is just showing you a barcode and not like Monday session, consecutive bars higher, directional moves, that's your best clue, right? That is your best clue if you weren't already expecting it ahead of the session. So the main thing to kind of understand here is, number one, you want to be looking at prior day levels or at least near-term structural levels to get a sense of where is price located within the structure. Where do I have near-term areas of supply, which is just going to be resistance, right? All through here. And where might I see some demand? Yesterday, I was looking at 4,600 area, and we saw that demand with the pre-market low right there. So I was attempting longs, all through that 49.60 area. And it ended up being a pretty good session for me yesterday, simply because I had the patience to actually wait for those tests of my key zone.